Prime Minister Narendra Modi's second leg of the two-day nation tour in Singapore began today. Day 1 in Singapore started with the 37th Singapore Lecture on India's Singapore Story. PM Modi reiterated India's position on terrorism. He stressed on the fact that the world must speak in one voice and countries must be held accountable for providing sanctuaries and supporting terror. In Malaysia, Prime Minister Narendra Modi reminded international community that recent attacks globally and ceaseless terror attempts against India and Afghanistan are a reminder of global nature of terrorism. Malaysian counterpart Najib Razak lauded PM Modi's initiatives like Smart Cities and Digital India. India and Malaysia today firmed up bilateral relations and signed 3 key MOUs on cooperation in the fields of cybersecurity, cultural exchanges and public administration. PM Modi interacted with Corporate Malaysia, apprises about recent government initiatives on ease of doing business in India. In Jammu and Kashmir, security forces gunned down 3 militants in Anantnag in an ongoing encounter. In another incident, 1 army jawan martyred in Lamsh sector of Nowshera in ceasefire violation by Pakistan. A group of 4 militants is believed to have infiltrated into this side of line of control on 31st of last month. In Jammu and Kashmir, 7 people including the pilot were killed this afternoon as the chopper carrying them crashed in Katra, the base camp of Vaishno Devi Shrine in Jammu. Reports quoting police said that the chopper was on its way to the shrine. The chopper belonged to a private operator, Himalayan Heli Service. Centre has sanctioned 940 crore rupees financial aid to rain-hit Tamil Nadu, and central team also being deputed to the affected areas in the state to assess the extent of damages. All schools and colleges shut following intermittent heavy rain that continues to pound various parts of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has said that there has been an overwhelming response to social security schemes like the PM Jan Dhan Yojana, insurance schemes, pension schemes and Mudra Yojana, and the roadmap for the rest of this fiscal was discussed. Speaking to the media after the quarterly review of public sector banks in New Delhi today, he said Finance Ministry would work on coordinated action to deal with stress in public sector banks. Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar warned of India's cyber networks, information and communication systems being targeted by cyber attackers. Speaking at the DEFCOM 2015 seminar in Delhi, he said that network centricity of weapons and sensors will enable faster and better decision-making by commanders during war, but also makes the military more vulnerable in times of cyber warfare. In the disproportionate assets case against Tamil Nadu Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha, the Supreme Court adjourned the hearing on Karnataka government's appeal against the High Court verdict, acquitting her till 8th January. The Supreme Court will conduct day-to-day hearing from 2nd February on the appeals challenging her acquittal. Karnataka government's petition has called the acquittal a gross miscarriage of justice. With an aim of promoting interests of 5.77 crore small businesses, an online portal, eLala, was on Monday launched to promote business-to-business and trade-to-customer transactions and reduce costs. Urban Development Minister M. Venkaiah Naidu inaugurated eLala, an e-commerce portal of Confederation of All India Traders. Ulfa leader Golab Borua alias Anup Chetia was on Monday remanded in 14-day judicial custody by the Special Judicial Magistrate CBI Assam at the end of his 5-day CBI custody. Chetia was arrested by CBI in connection with a murder in Golaghat. French president has said his country will step up its fight against the Islamic State group, launching a week of diplomacy with a meeting with British Prime Minister in Paris. Francois Hollande and David Cameron held a joint press conference in the French capital today, a day after French police appealed for help in identifying one of the men involved in the Paris attacks. Raids across Belgium continued with more arrests of terror suspects in capital Brussels. Brussels continued to be in shutdown mode, fearing another major strike by ISIS sleeper cells. Around 24 people have been detained in the capital, more than 130 people and 350 injured in the Paris attacks 10 days ago. In men's hockey, India defeated Australia in the final match of the 3-game Test series and levelled the series 1-1, but lost the series in penalty shootout by 3-2. India may have lost the series, but they have gained some crucial match practice ahead of the FIH World League final starting later this week. Hockey India announced a cash prize of 1 lakh rupees each for the players and the head coach of the Junior Men's Asia Cup winning team. Hockey India also announced 50,000 rupees for the other support staff of the team. India defeated Pakistan 6-2 in a scintillating performance to lift the cup.